Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me in today's session about study in Canada. So, today's topic we are discussing about why you should choose to study in Canada. I'm an immigration consultant. I'm running this business from last 8 years. I help lots of students, lots of workers to come to Canada on either on study or on work. I also help people to come to Canada with different immigration programs. I help them come to Canada through PNP, to express entry. So we deal with lots of people every day on regular basis, and I help them to come to Canada on different programs. We have experience, we interact with them. When we interact with them, we feel they are really intent to come to Canada because they are struggling back home, they are struggling in India. There are various reasons. They struggle with their finances, they struggle with their job, they struggle with the atmosphere in India. I personally love India. I really wanted to go back to India, but most of the time people, they experience hardship in their life, and they wanted to come, they wanted to see good life in Canada. They see there are lots of people, they are enjoying life in Canada, so they wanted to come. So definitely life in Canada is really promising, and we thinking today that how we can help to come to Canada. And today's topic about study is the path to come to Canada and establish. So there are two things in this topic. If you are a student right now, studying in college or university, and you wanted to take a further education in Canada, then this is the right age, this is the right time you can apply for that. So when you are in study mode, when you are completing your studies back home, those studies will definitely help you to get a job in India. But if you take higher studies in Canada, that will definitely open up doors of opportunity for your further career. Same time, if you are in India or abroad and currently working and taking your career to the next level, that time you need added education that will help you to grow further and faster. In that scenario also, you can think about options to take higher education, so you can go back, take more promotions faster, and grow yourself. So this is the two basic reasons I wanted to discuss today. What are the options you have if you wanted to come to Canada on study? What should be your background? So if you are a student, definitely you can think to come to Canada. Or if you are worker, you can come to Canada on study, upgrade your education, and then that education apply to your work and take promotions and grow faster. So there are two things. Normally people in India, normally people abroad, they have a great talent, they have very good education, good experience, but they are not satisfied, they are not satisfied with the job what they do. So anybody who suppose have completed the master of business administration, get very good grades, and if they come out to find a job, it's very difficult to find a job. Most of the time they don't get paid what they're supposed to get paid because of lots of other reasons. So you have a great talent. If you have a great talent, like people who are students who are currently studying in grade 11 or 12, who's completing their 12 education, or who's currently doing their graduation or master's degree, it's related to them also. When they enter into the job market, then they have to see what are the options they have. So you can check what are your seniors are currently working in, which occupation they are working in, are they satisfied. So anybody who's completing their studies, they definitely keep a track of their senior who's currently working in India and what they are doing. That is very useful information. You can get it to make your future more safer. So lots of people who complete their studies and start doing the job, most of the time they don't get the job what they are capable for, so they get underemployment, or they remain unemployed. That's very very difficult. If you complete your study and you are not getting the job, you don't get salary what you are looking for, so that's again you get a lot of financial stress. And third thing, all these situation like unemployment or underemployment or financial stress, that make your life unstable. Okay, so to avoid those situations, you have to select your studies appropriately. So when you are in grade 12, you select what you have to do. You have to complete your studies in India. After completion of studies, what you have to do, you have to get job in India. Then your life will, you will get a job, but life will not grow the way you want. At the grade 12 education, at the grade 12 step, you can think to go abroad for education. You can select that one, so that will really help you to shape your future. Same time, if you are completed graduation, it will also applicable to you. You don't have to take a full course, you have to take maybe 1 year program. That will definitely help you to upgrade your CV. That will really help you to get opportunities further. And if you are currently working in India and not getting paid the way you want, definitely you can think about study. Doesn't matter what your age is, you think about study, and definitely complete studies in Canada, and you go back, you get promotions. That's one of the opportunities to upgrade your skills level, upgrade your education. So this is what I'm thinking. There is always hardship, okay, but how you face that hardship, it's all up to you. It's all depend upon you. So if you wanted to take this opportunity, we are discussing about what are the options you have to study in Canada and what returns you will get by after studying in Canada. We can fix this issue. When we see there is hardship for everyone, we can see what is the root cause of education system in India. Our education system still outdated, our education system still at the Britishers level. So that time they had established a education system, and we are still following that pattern. That don't get us more exposure. Our education system in India is completely based on theoretical knowledge, and it doesn't give us exposure to the practical. We can change that. If you come to Canada, Canada's education system is top notch. It's really really high rank in the world. Okay, so if you come to Canada, you will get more exposure to industry. You will get definitely a practicum, and then you will be eligible to get job in Canada, because government of Canada, they support. If you have completed studies in Canada, you will get open work permit, so you can use your knowledge, you can apply your knowledge. If you complete your study successfully, you can apply your knowledge, get job in Canada, and get Canadian experience, which is world class experience. And that is the one of the most important reason we ask people to select study option, to select study in Canada, study complete your studies in Canada, and get exposure to Canada's job market. So this is the one reason. Now, besides that, there are lots of people, they will say that education in Canada is going to be very, very expensive. Now, let me tell you one thing. Education in India is also comparatively expensive. Most of the people, there are lots of middle class people, they can't afford the fees in India for education. They have to go and approach the banks, they have to take loan to take education in India itself. Now let's see the scenario. If I completed my grade 12, and if I wanted to do a Bachelor of Medicine, then my parent wouldn't be able to support me financially. Then I have to go and take additional loan from the bank. So in that case, I have to go for a loan, and that education will be there for like at least 4 or 5 years. So you taking the loan, you have to complete that education. That's fact remain the same in Canada also. In Canada, you take a loan and you complete your education in 2 years, and then you get a job. Even in India, if you complete your bachelor's in medicine, you there is no guarantee that you will get a job, or there is no guarantee that you will get a job according to your level. So same time, if you complete your education, if you take your education in Canada, you still have to take a loan. You will complete your education in 2 years, but there are more probability, there are most opportunity for you that you can get a job in Canada upon completion of your study, and then you can recover the money within next 1 or 2 years. So see, in 2 to 3 years you will get little bit settled in Canada, where in India, even though you take a loan, even though you are talented, even though you are um, very good student, if you complete your studies, there is uncertainty in India. So this is the one of the most important reason I ask people to come to Canada, because it will save your time, it will give you certainty, it will definitely give you more confidence going further in your career. Because once you get a job, once you start earning the money, then your life gets starting to establish. So this is one reason that expenses, if you think expenses, there are expenses in India for education, there are expenses in Canada for education. Most of the time people take loan. So either taking loan for Indian education, you can take loan for Canadian education. That will definitely worth going further. About standard of education, I just told you that in Canada, it's more education in Canada is more depend or based on the practicum. So you will get industry exposure, you get again, you can work in Canada while you study, you can work part-time for your survival. That will also give you more exposure. And upon completion of studies, within the study, you also have an opportunity that you can go for co-op program. That's a kind of internship program. That's a paid internship most of the time. So you can work full time in co-op program while you complete your studies. That gives you industry exposure. And once you complete your studies, then you also get permit based on your duration of studies. That will help you to find a job and work in Canada. This is another exposure you get it. In India, I just wanted to add one more thing, how things currently working in India. In India, if you have done, suppose, engineering, in India, if you done engineering, after completion of after after completion of engineering, you also have to do master's program, you also have to do MBA program. So you complete your engineering program for 4 years, and then you again do 2 years of MBA program. That's current necessity of Indian students. You will not find a job easily if you don't have MBA attached to your engineering. And then you still pay more of money, you spend more time getting dual degrees, and then again there is no certainty for your further job. In Canada, you don't have to do dual degrees. You complete your 2 years program, you are eligible to get a job. Because Canada, they need people to work. If you have open work permit, you get job easily. And those all scenario, your education in Canada, your experience in Canada, they definitely help you to get more points toward your express entry towards your permanent residency. There are lots of people, they come to Canada on study, they complete their studies, they go back, they start their own business, they go back there to their own country, they get promotions, they get jobs in multinational company, high paying job. They don't want to stay in Canada. That's not necessary that you have to stay in Canada. You have option that you can go back. But then there are people who wanted to come to Canada, they take study as a path to permanent residency, they come here, they settle here, and they grow. So study in Canada is very, very important. We at this level, we at Connect Canada Immigration help you unconditionally. If you are meeting the requirement of your education program, then we will not charge you anything. We will help unconditionally to get you to Canada. to help you, to support you, to get your study permit. So there is unconditional support from me and my team. If you have any question, you can just subscribe to us on our social media channel. You subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and be in touch. We will be there to help you unconditionally. So we can talk about the questions, regarding whatever questions I have, I will discuss. We are live today on YouTube and Facebook, so we will go both the questions and answers today, and let's see how things go. We will go on YouTube today. First, Ritesh Gurung, dear sir, when we can expect PPR LMIA based close work permit? So currently, Ritesh, currently this topic is related to education, but still, you ask me question, I will tell you. If you apply for work permit, it's based on which country you are applying from. If you apply for your work permit from India, it's currently taking 55 weeks. It's more than 1 year. So it's really taking time. Check when you have applied for your work permit based on LMIA. If you apply from India, it's currently 55 weeks. If you apply from UAE, it's 57 weeks. If you apply from Japan, it's 14 weeks. So let's check which is the country you apply from, and on the CIC website, IRCC website, you can find the processing time there. That's pretty much accurate. Vikas Pal, sir, now how much time it's taking for a work visa approval? Again, it's a taking approximately 1 year from India. Hetvi, but is there any guarantee we will get PR after work permit? Hetvi, ma'am, there is no such guarantee for nothing. It's all depend on your eligibility, but most probably government of Canada's programs are more flexible. They try for they want government of Canada has an intention that they wanted to make people permanent resident if they are temporarily in Canada. So if they are on work permit, if they are on study permit, there are very good programs, and most of the time people get their permanent residency if they are right on track. You don't have to get off the track. If you come to Canada, if you come to Canada on study, you complete your studies, then you get open work permit, and then you get permanent residency. If you come to Canada on study and if you don't complete your studies and you go behind the work permit directly without completing the studies, that may get you in trouble. So don't get off the track. Try to follow all the condition on your permit. If you are come to Canada on close work permit, bounded work permit, make sure you work with that employer, follow the conditions, then definitely once you get eligible, you get permanent residency. But if you don't follow the conditions, if you break the rules, then things are tough. So basically, they wanted to give you permanent residency as far as you follow the rules. Bhavin Patel, would it be possible? Bhavin Patel saying, would it be possible for me to study in Canada at the age of 31, even after having completed Masters of Engineering here in India, or should I go after PR? So, Bhavin, it is tough to at the age of 31 because your age is increasing. Currently, if we see there are lots of people in a express entry, they are not getting invitation to apply. There are lots of people, they are not meeting the CRS cutoff. So it's very tough to get permanent residency from outside of Canada as of now. Okay, so if you really wanted to come to Canada on study, make sure you have a genuine intention of study. Make sure you really wanted to study. Then definitely at the age of 31, if you have a genuine intention of study, then you will be able to get your study permit. It's little tough to convince visa officer at this age that you wanted to study. But again, we have done one person's study permit application approval whose age was 48 years, almost to 50. We got him approved. So again, we got some people whose age 42, 43, 38, 36. So your age is 31. It doesn't matter what your age is. Age is no bar to get your study permit, but you have to have a genuine intention. So that's what we believe. If you are really wanted to study and that's your genuine intention, we can submit the application and let's see what happens. The next, Aman, hi, my brother got 6 each except in one module. He has 5.5. Can we apply for his study permit and what are the chances? If your brother got 6 in each and then one is 5.5, there is still option we can apply for your brother's study permit with non SDS program. SDS program from India needs 6 band score each. But if you have brother whose band score 5.5, there is a chances. Again, it's all depend on what are the genuineness of his studies and what are other. No, IELTS band score is not only the criteria to get study permit approval. We also have to see his education background, the purpose of studies. We have to see what's his, like, we have to see what are the other criterias to get his study permit application, his finances, his future plan, study plan. So there are lots of things. But again, with one module 5.5, that still be okay, we can still apply. But again, it's up to the case how we build it. Ritesh, dear sir, if we mail direct to Delhi Immigration Office for request issue of PPR, is it okay? You can submit a waveform inquiry and definitely they can get back to you. So you mentioned before that your work permit application is in process and you wanted to send email email or mail. Direct mail is not, maybe not possible. Email is waveform is possible. You can send inquiry through a waveform. That's the only way right now. um, Priya Sharma, hi, I have done BCom in 2016 and now I'm doing job in bank. So please let me know if I can apply for study visa. My IELTS score is overall 6 with no band less than 6. So Priya Sharma, you have you are currently working in bank. If you wanted to go ahead, you can apply for study permit. Contact us and definitely we can go ahead. That is, as I told you, if you have genuine intention that study will definitely get you to the next level of your career, then definitely you can go for study. Once you go for study, there are, again, once you come to Canada on study, there are lots of options open within Canada also. But if you wanted to go back to your country of origin, then it still be okay. You still get more benefits of your education in Canada back home, where you can grow and grow your career. Mundru Krishna Prasad, I just completed my graduation hotel management and training 6 months. Can I get a work permit temporary full time? So Krishna Prasad, very good question. I get lots of question because I'm myself from the hotel industry. I have completed hotel management, and I see that there is a really good opportunities in Canada for hospitality industry. But if you want to come to Canada with 6 months of training experience, I wanted to tell you that you try to get more exposure, more experience in your field of interest. Either you are in kitchen or in F&B or in front office or in housekeeping. Housekeeping may be possible with 1 year or 2 years experience, but for kitchen and F&B and front office, you should have at least 3 years of experience in your field. And if you have that experience, then maybe we can help you to get work permit. Because if you come to Canada, you should have very good experience, then only employer will select you. Otherwise, if you don't have experience, employer can select people within Canada who don't have experience. So you understand me? Try to get good experience in your field of interest. Next, can I get any chef job internship? Chef job internship directly in Canada maybe not possible, because we are looking for a people who are um worker. So maybe it's not possible. History. Yes, I am coming to Canada for studies after my 12th. Then I will be work permit. My plan is to complete the study over there to get work permit and get PR over there. Yes, Hetvi, it's possible. Can you provide any internship in chef? I will see if I can do something. Dana? Okay, so I'm going to see my Facebook messages. So let's see.
इथं पण दोन आहेत वाटतं आता एक आला.
Samir Harshit from Samir Harshit from Facebook. We see tentatively how much expenses for medical studies. So any studies approximately depend on which college, which province you are taking studies. So medical studies, again, we have to make things specified what are those studies are and which university. Normally 7,500 Canadian dollar is the one semester fees, or $8,000 is one semester fee for studies. So $16,000 for a year, and $32,000 approximately is for 2 years. There are lots of courses available in Canada. We can definitely send you the link and the list of the program available for you. You have asked me question, what's the program available after grade 12 bio, after bio. So there are lots of a program available. We will get you the list through your email for sure. Anybody who wanted to know what are the programs available, then uh, anybody who wanted to know what are the program available, then definitely we can help you if we get your education documents and IELTS copy. You send us the document at you send us a document at students@connectcanada.com, and then we will definitely see and get back to you on your shortlisted programs and the university. Amrita asked, what is the total expenditure of studies? So total expenses of studies are approximately $30,000. Plus you have to go for $10,000 GST, GIC. Sorry, so 10,000 GIC plus 30,000 your expenses for study for 2 years approximately. So $40,000 Canadian you have to have uh, arranged. Either you can take education loan, or you can have your savings, your parents savings. That will really help. If you don't have that money, let me know, and we might help you with other options.
तिथं तू हे टाईप करू शकतो, ईमेल ऍड्रेस आणि मेल.
Randeep Kaur asked me what is the status of Quebec. Quebec, we don't do much things, but we'll definitely get back to you on that question. Now we have another question. Ayush Adhikari, Mundru Krishna Prasad, 1 year program is better or 2 years program is better in PGW? Okay, so it's all depend on what program you are looking for. We recommend people to come for 2 years program because that will give you 3 years open work permit. 1 year program may be not enough for you if you come to Canada and wanted to look for the permanent residency. How do we cope up or adapt with the Canadian culture in order to get PR within the years provided for work permit? So once you come to Canada, Mr. Bodies, if you come to Canada, there are lots of things. The people really helpful. Colleges are helpful. There are communities that are helpful. There are again lots of Facebook groups. They help each other. So once you come to Canada, the systems are already established here to support each and every newcomer, either it's student or it's a worker or it's a new PR. So they are very accommodative. They definitely help each and everyone for every small thing. You can find your community in Canada. You can find the stores in Canada. You will get every single thing. So I don't think so any problem. You will get involved with the community in the society, and then once you get experience, then definitely you can get permanent residency if you wish for. $70,000 tuition fees. How much bank will need for NDS student? I don't understand this question. Kim, my brother from Nepal has 10 years gap between the grade 10 and 12. He can apply for study permit. What are the possibilities? Yes, he can apply for study permit. We have to make the application in a such way that we have to demonstrate that he is genuine student for Canada. Sometimes this gap, huge gap, it's very difficult to convince officer, so chances are more to get refusal. But still, if he's genuine student, let us know. and then we might help you. I don't guarantee for any of the approval. I never guarantee people that we will get 100% approval. We always try our level best, and it's up to, up to the case officer to approve or not to approve. I think that's all today. And hopefully, CIC website work permits showing it's 54 week. Yes, Sam Sahu, I think. CIC website work permit showing it's 54 weeks. Yes, it's 54 weeks. It's more than 1 year. And I hope that processing time may come down. And in my office, we are starting getting approvals which we have submitted 1 years before. So last year, February, March, whatever application we submitted, we are getting results for that. Most of these are approvals. And hopefully, Sam, you will get approval soon. We were in touch since long time, and I hope you will get approval. Why is long? Okay, there is a long story short. In pandemic, Sam is asking me why it's taking too long to get work permit approval. Let me discuss one thing. In pandemic, CIC offices CIC offices were not operating fully. Most of the time, the offices were closed. And when the situation get better in pandemic, offices start working with limited resources on emergency applications only. During pandemic, it's been 2 years now. During pandemic, the offices were not operating completely. Same time, they never stopped accepting applications, so they were continuing to take applications, and then it's piled up. According to recent news, there are 1.84 million applications are pending. Last year last year in October 2021, there were 1.8 million applications were pending, and now it increased to 40,000 more, 400,000 more, basically. So no, it's 40,000 more, so 8.84 million. So it's the inventory is increased, so definitely there is lots of pressure on the system. They were accepting the application, but they were not processing the application. That's the backlog created this huge and long processing time. They are working on it. Definitely it will come down soon. Everybody aware of this situation, government aware of this situation, IRCC aware of this situation, and they are putting lots of money, efforts, and more manpower to reduce this backlog. Let's see how things work, and we will update you if the processing time is coming down. You can also check CIC websites for this update. If work permit if work permit gets rejected, can we apply for study permit? So if your work permit get rejected, definitely you have option to apply for study permit. But I recommend people apply at the first time the most appropriate application. So once you apply for study permit, if get rejected and then apply for work permit, the chances of work permit getting rejection are higher. If you apply for work permit and your work permit get rejected and you apply for study permit, there is no, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really, sync with your intention. So definitely, the first time what you wanted to do it at the right time. If you wanted to apply for work permit, make sure you meet all the criteria and apply for work permit, because work permit application are more work permit and study permit application are more difficult than permanent residency applications. Sir, what are the scope for the freelancing in the study permit? I don't understand what do you mean by freelancing in study permit. Um,
फेसबुकचा लास्ट राहिला.
Randeep, if any on the Facebook, I got a question. If any student applies for 1 year course after senior secondary, what is the success rate of visa conversion? Yes, if there is a genuine intention of study in Canada, and you have a good academic record, and you have a finance to back up your studies in Canada, and if we present this case perfectly, the chances of study permit approval is really higher. Decision will be made by IRCC, but if it's all depend on the genuineness of the application, and then we can get approval. I think that's all from my side. If you have any question regarding study in Canada, or if you have any question regarding your work permit or your permanent residency, we at Connect Canada Immigration, our team is always there to support you. Most of the time, we do not even charge for consultation. Most of the time, we send you message back for your queries. So it's a good opportunity for you to connect with us. If you need our support, then you can then you can subscribe to our channels on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. That will help you to send your questions to us, and then we will make sure we will get back to you with your question. This is what we are trying to do, to help people, to help community to come to Canada, to succeed in Canada. And my promise is there that you will get 100% support from us. I think we got more question. I mean, about the work hours, does freelance affect our work hours? Freelance means designing and giving away our ideas, innovation to others. We will talk about that in detail if you send us email, and then we'll get back to you. Students at connectcanada.com. So anybody who wanted to talk to us or wanted to have an admission, send us email, students at connectcanada.com, and also WhatsApp us, and then we will get back to you. Thanks. Have a nice day, and hope to see you soon in Canada. Bye.
ओके, एंड करू.
Hmm.